son of a bitch.
You did not.
Well, that sucks. Thank you, Logan.
It
Glad I
is
looked down.
always something.
All right, let's start this goddamn show over. We'll cut that whole thing out. Hey, welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I get another chance at not swearing.
Well, not really, because it's not the...
I'll cut the whole front end out of it.
You almost cussed.
Hey.
You got to go 90 seconds, bro. 90
Thank you guys for
seconds.
tuning in.
Thank you, Logan.
Logan. Appreciate it. It's kind of funny.
There we go. That's better.
Is that better? Thank you.
Thank you, Logan, for being our hero tonight, because apparently we're still really challenged at this stuff.
Well, we got dressed up for the occasion, damn it. I'm Greg, and that's Beth, and this is The Bar is Open. I mean, what else would you expect?
I just thought for once we were going to like smooth sail through it. We got almost right on at 9. You got that shit down now that the laptop is working.
If you guys don't know me.
And why are you muting those buttons to start off with? Maybe we stop doing that. Just saying.
Whatever.
I mean,
hey,
let's
you
alleviate
guys read what's going on.
Let's alleviate.
It's absolutely YouTube's fault, Reed. Hey, Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever's going on in your lives. This bar is open with Beth and Greg. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So, big story.
So, hopefully we made it 90 seconds this time without fucking swearing.
Did you just do it?
I did.
I think you were under 90 seconds.
No, I don't think I was.
Fucking God.
I don't know. But you're right there along with me now. If it was under
purpose,
fucking
seconds. It didn't matter.
Under fucking seconds. Under fucking seconds. But
I love your antlers, by the way. A beautiful
They're
one.
really tall.
Hey, by the way, if you guys don't, if you're just tuning in to the Bar is Open with Beth and Greg, I can go in and edit all this. I'm going to just zoom in on that.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be awesome. But anyway, if you're just tuning in, we started this shit in our garage just for fun. And it's actually gone pretty good for us. And
it's gotten a little bit bigger.
But it's a hobby, right? But it's a fun ass hobby.
It's a hobby, and we're learning as we go. And a lot of times we're drinking when we do this. So
I forget by the morning what I fucked up.
And I say what we're drinking. I mean, Greg's drinking.
Stop it. Jesus Christ, White Claw Queen. White Claw Queen. White Claw Queen.
Clean. White Claw Clean. White Claw Clean. White Claw. I can't even say it once.
Queen.
White Claw Queen. I know, but the first time you said White Claw Clean.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway,
so we're now on iTunes and Spotify now.
Yep. You
so it's pretty
set
cool.
that
so
up this week. We're an official podcast, which
yep.
is kind of fucking hilarious.
Legit. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
This is definitely like I had a friend Instagram or Facebook message me. It was like, congrats, that's awesome. You guys are going to grow exponentially. And I was like, hey, I'm just along for the ride. This is really Greg's baby and Greg's passion.
Greg can't remember to turn off goddamn mute.
That's what I'm here. I'm just here.
No, that's Logan. What's up, Chuck? How you doing?
I'm just here to like help you hit the right buttons. But most of the time I don't even.
We got dressed up for the occasion tonight. Beth's got her, what the hell does that say? Meowie Christmas.
And
we've
got, this one is actually, where is he? This one's me because he wears glasses.
Oh.
The other day I had a Santa hat on all day, so I was like, oh, look, I'm that
And then we've got crazy serial killer Christian Grey in the back.
Can't really see him because
he's on. Now you can see it.
He's got a Christmas unicorn.
Yeah, and I got my suit coat, same one I wore on the Drinker Bros cruise.
So today I was out of the house for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Out running around because your truck's still not fixed, so we're down to one car.
We are a single car household.
I came home to many small things being taken care of, which was awesome, which tells me you had a lot of time on your hands. But one of the things when I was out and about, I did see a T-shirt I almost bought you just because it said, hello, all you cool cats and kittens. And it made me think of, it's Carol Baskin, of course, and it made me think of,
that fucking
but that's why I almost bought it for you, because I was like, wouldn't that be hilarious if he's wearing a shirt with her saying, and it had like, it was a guy's T-shirt, so it had like lions and I don't know what other kind of big cats or males.
Just like a lion eating Joe fucking whatever his head.
Her husband?
No.
I don't know what his name was.
The dude that's in prison.
Oh,
well, no, yeah, he ate the shit. Yeah,
he ate her husband, her MIA husband, who has been pooped out somewhere.
So 2 days until Christmas. Dudes out there, if you haven't gotten your damn Christmas shopping done, you're fucked,
first thing you need to buy is some patience.
No, you're kind of screwed.
Second thing you need to buy is some patience. And the third thing you need to buy is some patience because
I'm not much better.
You're not patient
I knocked
at all.
my shit out yesterday.
I went today. I'm done. I went today for little things.
I gotta go get a couple quick things first thing in the morning, but it's like a gift card for family.
And you gotta go to HEB because
why?
We need things that they didn't get in the grocery bag.
You're talking grocery shopping? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not talking about grocery shopping.
Well, you're going to the grocery store, so.
Jesus. Santa still can't get COVID.
Nope.
That's gonna flag this show because I said that. It flagged the last show, which is kind of funny.
Because you said COVID?
Can't get COVID.
So we're not allowed to say COVID either? COVID.
It flagged the last show. It's kind of
funny. COVID.
Yep. So, you know.
Stupid. I don't get these rules. I need to understand these rules. Like,
dude.
Why?
If you still believe in him, bereave in him. Now we've got flagged by China. Fuck.
China, you're minimizing the Asian community by just saying China. We got flagged by China.
Ruben, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, meet my good friend Chuck Charles Albert Oler. He's from
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, originally from San Antonio. I've known him since almost 20 years.
Chuck's
now.
our buddy, man.
Chuck's our.
We've gotten in a lot of trouble with Chuck.
Chuck has been.
There have been many nights with Chuck that I wake up the next morning going,
Beth and I,
how the fuck did we get home?
Story. Beth and I met, or not met, but we hooked up first night at
his house.
Those were the days. Now you're just going to get done with this, take off your antlers, and go to bed.
Yeah, probably. But hey.
Whatever.
You know.
You guys, hey, thank you so much for tuning in.
The window of time for...
What?
The window of time for stuff, the older you get, gets smaller and smaller.
Like by
and
7
smaller.
o'clock or something like that? Like you're like, I'm fucking out.
I'm out.
Let's get into this goddamn show. Big topic of the day. So like I said, we started this whole thing just for fun. We started in the garage. All 71 episodes are going to be out or are out on YouTube. And I can't believe it's been 71 episodes.
I can't either. I can't. I remember still when you were like, can you believe it's number 12?
And it's actually, we have a few, like 5 or 6 more than that because they're
the ones with my dad,
like with her dad and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Last call.
So like it's come from like just, I remember, can you grab that little stand real quick?
What we started off with?
I'll show you like the little stand that I staple gun together. Just to hold, like I used to have like a little one of those stupid pop sockets on the back of my phone, right? And yeah, so if you see this little thing, this is what I made to hold a phone with a pop socket.
When we were in the backyard on the table.
Backyard or the garage or whatever.
No, we started in the backyard before it got too hot and mosquito-y.
So we started with that, and then it's kind of just come full circle. Yeah, and it all comes down to we wanted to connect with family and friends and just...
have some fun. Do something.
We needed something to do.
You needed something to do more than
needed something to do.
I needed something to do, but it started off just kind of as a cool ride, you know?
Yeah, and it wasn't for any other reason than that, and it's kind of just progressed, you know. And it's been fun as shit just seeing you guys just hanging out.
I love my favorite part, and sometimes it's distracting for me.
30 seconds of bunk. Can't say it. Ruben said. All Greg wants for Christmas is 30
seconds of bumping uglies.
All I need, dude.
Dude, that's what I would like too.
But you go to bed at 7:30.
I only need 30 seconds, babe. Give me 30 seconds at 9 and we'll be great.
We start the show. God damn, I have to be on a Thursday.
You know what the funny thing is there's 5 other days during the week where we're not doing something at 9 o'clock. I'm just saying.
There's that. Whatever.
But you know, my favorite thing is seeing everybody and seeing all the comments.
Yeah. People that tune in and hang out and like actually kind of interact and then text us or whatever. It's
there's
kind of
gotta
been
be
pretty cool.
Name for the people because we have a lot of people that join us all the time. Like, what is it when you're
like we've got the nooners, and if you guys
barfly
can see
maybe
on
like
the back,
the flies, butterflies. What do you call a girl? She's a barfly. What is it? You call like
hoe?
No, not a hoe.
Hooker?
I mean, a lot of them are hoes and hookers. Just kidding, ladies. But there's a name you call somebody when they're a frequent regular at a bar.
A regular. Like, it's a regular.
Okay. I think that's boring, but we'll work on it. Like, we got our regulars.
Yeah, we definitely have the regulars.
And we're trying to bring more and more of them over from Facebook, so that's kind of cool. But, so yeah, so it started off as fun.
Logan, you're definitely not a barfly. You're more important than that.
I can't believe it's been almost 10 months.
9 months, yeah.
So,
10 months, yeah. Absolutely.
Because we go back to Breckenridge.
Chuck said lush.
Don't talk about yourself that way, Chuckles. But we go back to Breckenridge in March, possibly. It just depends on how open everything is.
Yeah, we're probably going to Mexico.
Or Phoenix to see friends.
Yeah, whatever.
But it'll be hard. We started this when we got back last year from Breckenridge because we were bored. And so it's funny that we're getting ready to, or could potentially be getting ready to go on that trip again.
Yep. Kind of nuts.
Weirdest year is coming to an end.
The weirdest, this fucking whole year has been insane.
I just feel
I don't want to recap the year. Everybody's recapping the year, right? It's not about like recapping, oh, Kobe died and all the bullshit. It's just been a fucking weird year. Like, it's the weirdest year that I can ever remember.
It's definitely been one for the records.
I mean, granted,
the history
family
books.
members have died and things like that have happened, but like,
yeah, my brother has COVID. It's kind of weird. I finally know somebody that actually had, like, I know somebody first degrees of Kevin Bacon
he's got a cold.
But so here's the thing that I think is so different. Like, it doesn't bug me because I don't I don't think about it from the standpoint. It's been such a year. Every year's a year. Every year's a year.
Regulators. They call them regulators. Barflies. Hey, barflies is kind of a.
I said that.
What you said? Barflies. I think that's good. I think we could all be barflies.
Thank you, Reed, for second.
But is barflies considered? That's well. I guess that's kind of like the dirty,
barfly.
Yeah.
I said that.
All right. I think.
And then I said, or is it a butterfly? But
butterfly.
A girl could be a butterfly. But I like barflies in general. But I also do like regulators. Drink up. No. I'm gonna do it for real though.
All right. Regulators, drink up. Fuck it. Hey, so if you're listening to this on like iTunes or Spotify or something like that, we absolutely do throw some shit out there for like some video and stuff like that. Go check out the YouTube stream. There's always that. You can go out to just check it out on Beth and Greg. You can look it up by Beth and Greg, or you can look up The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg, and you can find us out there. So check that out. It's kind of cool. We'll stream this. This will be uploaded tonight out onto iTunes and Spotify. So
it's quick now, right? Because you got the first one approved, and now
approvals.
We're just fucking moving.
And by the way, if you haven't heard, like, I dropped 5 episodes. The 5 most important episodes I would think are of Beth's dad. Like, that's the whole reason I did all this shit, was to be able to interview your father and actually document his life. So there's nearly 5 hours of audio and video out on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube that you can go out and check out.
As his life as a law enforcement agent in the various
different law enforcement agencies he worked at. He was a Marine and a police officer.
He was an MP in the Marines, a police officer. He was Customs. He was DEA.
He was back in the day when the
and then
DEA
he was teaching
created
law enforcement in.
That dude's seen more bullshit than most.
My dad looked like
Donnie Brasco.
No, he even looked like a. Damn it! Say hello to my little friend Tony.
Oh, Tony Montana.
Tony Montana with his like polyester shirt.
He was badass, and it was crazy. I've got pictures of him.
He used to embarrass me so badly when he used to drop me off at school in his Camaro. It's like, Dad, that's not cool.
The Camaro that they fucking seized from a prior drug deal, which is fucking awesome. So go out and check those out, and it was just awesome, guys. So, so weirdest year. It's just been a strange year. And
so let me ask you, are you a Grinch or are you jolly?
Depends on the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I would disagree with you on that. So what do you think you're more of?
Oh, just like, how do I feel about the moment?
No, like, are you more jolly than Grinchy, or are you more
pretty
Grinchy?
Jolly, and then I'm like, fuck this Christmas.
You go off on tangents.
Yeah,
you have Grinch tangents. Like, your shit just comes unglued in our kitchen about once every 5 days, and I have to be like,
give me an example. I don't believe
you. Seriously, you don't believe me?
See, pot pies are too hot.
Well, that's your own fault, because you don't let anything cool off before you shove it in your mouth. But you will just lose your
Wait, fuck! What did you just say?
You don't let anything cool off before you shove it in your mouth.
My wife.
Take it as you want, but I'm talking about food, bitches. You will just lose your, like, something will set you off, and then you're Grinchy. And you might be Grinchy, depends on the topic, for a couple hours, but I just shove you outside and be like, okay, come back later. Come back later.
Go to your outside bar.
Go to your man cave. Go to your man cave. I would think I'm pretty jolly. 90% of the time.
You're a pretty jolly person.
But when I go Grinchy, you better get the fuck out of my way and stay away from me for a few hours.
Yep.
Because it doesn't happen often, but when it happens...
How are you guys? You Grinchy?
I'm either crying or nails are like out and I'm ready to murder.
My intention with putting that on the notes wasn't like... It's kind of like a this year type of thing. Or like, is it a Grinchy year? So here's the thing.
I don't feel like people can blame their attitudes on the year.
No, you absolutely fucking can. And this is why.
No,
Are you getting fucked by
it? It depends on... Well,
is your business closed? Like, we're lucky.
No. I hear that. And I agree with you 100%. And that sucks balls. But you get to determine how you're going to react to it.
Unless Paige said she's Grinchy.
She's not Grinchy.
She's kind of Grinchy.
She's not Grinchy.
She's very Grinchy.
Her dad is Grinchy. She is
far
from...
Paige?
This is my niece and my brother.
my brother-in-law.
My oldest brother is...
If we could paint his ass green, I hope he watches this. Jesus Christ.
He doesn't.
He
doesn't know how to make it work.
Send it to him. He
is Grinchy.
Grinch. We're not kink shaming anybody, and hey, whatever.
I don't get it. Kink shaming? What kink shaming?
Ruben said we're not kink shaming anybody. Guys, I love you all.
Shove
fucking hilarious.
Hot stuff in your mouth. I don't get
exactly. Because you're like, you like to shove hot shit in your mouth. Wait a minute.
Herbs.
Shit.
Stuff.
Jesus.
You shove. I don't even remember how it was said anymore.
Cheers
I chugged
again,
half
guys.
of this and I already got a buzz.
Christmas Eve. My wife's had a half of a White Claw and a Diet Coke.
A little bit more than
that.
a little.
And you
half.
say you're already getting a buzz?
Yeah.
Fucking congratulations.
That's the great thing sometimes about Wednesdays. We do this before we eat. And so it's like, score.
We've got pot pies ready downstairs.
Like, that's our new Wednesday normal.
It absolutely. I don't know why.
Because it's fucking easy as shit.
We fell in love with goddamn pot pies.
It's not even falling in love with. It's the convenience of popping something in the oven for 50 minutes and not having to touch it while you do your notes.
No, I'm a big fan of pot pies.
You work out.
Pot pie.
You just like them because you like to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, real quick, just go. It kind of brings me back to like the whole are you a Grinch or not, supporting small businesses, which is very, very important to me. We've bought some stuff at Christmas. We've like even supported people in our local neighborhood. And this thing is there's trees blowing all around outside.
It's supposed to be 75 miles per hour winds tonight.
Yeah, I can see it.
But yeah, so speaking of that, so
support small businesses. I think that's
small businesses. That's not what you said though. So it's really cool because we have a Facebook neighborhood page, and I came across the woman that does baking and blah blah blah, and I have been all over those hot chocolate bombs. I'm never gonna make them. She makes them, and she had a special going on that was 6 hot chocolate bombs for $25, and it came with like some kind of Santa Claus candy. They're beautiful. Yeah. Like I almost don't want to eat them.
You just like pour hot milk.
You put them in a mug, and then you put. She says, and the instructions says milk or water. I would probably do milk, although I'd probably do better, almond milk or maybe even coconut milk because coconut milk is thicker than almond milk.
Those all sound terrible.
I don't drink milk anymore.
Doesn't matter. You get a stomach ache and do it.
What if it makes me fart? You want me around the house farting?
Dude, I'll be on the ground anyway. Doesn't matter.
Girls don't fart. They toot, first of all.
You're the one that said it. I didn't. I just know what I'm going to do.
Third of all, I'm going to be miserable because I refuse.
Dan from the fucking Drinking Bros show, Dirty Dan, drank a gallon of milk today, shat himself mid-show.
That sounds disgusting, by the way. Like, when you said he was drinking a gallon of milk, I was like...
He finished that bitch. That motherfucker looked like he was going to die.
Anyways, so she is a small business.
Oh, sorry.
That we are supporting in our neighborhood. So she decided to try through encouragement of friends and family, because she's such an incredible baker, she has decided that she's still working full time, like most
but it's awesome.
Small business owners start off. But I can't wait to try one of those. And if they rock, I will find out if she ships.
Salted chocolate ball in your mouth?
Salty balls. If she ships, if they're delicious and she can ship, we'll put her information on here because...
Rest in peace, Dirty Dan. Yeah, no. But I mean, why does she have to... if we get it out there.
If we get it out there.
Do you want me to run down and grab... we'll post.
Well,
let
me find out if she may not ship yet. She may be just local.
Yeah, we'll wait.
So,
no,
but for my local friends page, I will let you guys know if they're delicious or not. I'm sure they're going to be.
I think because
she was even doing one with
doing them online. And
she was even doing one where she was putting peppermint schnapps in it,
like
so that it was a grown up. So it was the liquid, and then anything else she has in the chocolate piece. So when it melts, it's a grown-up hot chocolate. And I was like, I can get on that.
Go support your local
I
businesses.
can get on that train.
I don't give a shit what it is. There's almost 500,000 businesses have gone out this year. Like permanently, they are not going to come back.
These are people that had the balls to try it, you know?
Statistics earlier, and it's like I don't think they're updated. And this is just based on Yelp, like companies, and not all companies are on Yelp by any means.
Right.
And it said a minimum of 100,000, but we know it's significantly more than that. So go give your local buddies a fucking hand up.
Hey,
and I want to give a shout out again to American Patriot Woodworking, who's done this. I think
this is my favorite.
Yeah, he's done. So
I love that, but this is like art.
It is absolutely art. So he's out of New Hampshire. He's out of Concord, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Right, which was where my family's from. We have a lot of friends and family in New Hampshire, and he's a small business. And the guy was slammed this week.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So
because he also works full time, so it's not.
It's a side gig for him. Yeah. So small businesses, I don't give a shit. I'll travel if that's the thing. If we're close or convenient or whatever.
Chuck said, next show, what kind of things can Greg shove in his mouth? We're not going there. But I have to say that Reed said Grinch was his spirit.
What?
Reed said the Grinch was his spirit animal, and I think I disagree. I mean, maybe he's a side of him I don't see since I don't see him every day, but every time I've seen him, he's been lovely.
Reed, you are lovely.
Lovely.
I feel like fucking the dumbass from, what is that goddamn show?
Well, there's a lot of shows with dumbasses in them.
I don't know. It's.
I'm going to keep going while you go off on a fucking tangent. So, number one gift.
Tim Cat. I feel like it doesn't matter. I don't want to shout him out. Whatever. Go ahead.
Dude.
Number one gift, what? Yeah, don't worry.
All over. This is your topic. Number one gift.
Oh, my number one gift. Jesus Christ, I need underwear.
Fucking hilarious.
I just hope you bought me boxers.
So I have to share. So Sunday in our household is laundry day.
Yep.
Fucking hate laundry, so I just do it all in one day. Greg is enough. I could have 3 kids with the amount of laundry that I have because Greg wears something for 10 minutes and he throws it in the dirty clothes. But he comes out Sunday and he's complaining about, how do you put these fucking boxers up? Every time you wash them, they have no elastic. I'm like, first of all, motherfucker, all I do is fold the clothes. If they don't have holes,
like this,
if they don't have holes,
have you ever had quitter socks? I've got quitter boxers.
My turn. If they don't have holes, it's up to you to get rid of them. If they have holes and I can tell that your balls hang out of them,
you do not. No, you don't. You just fold them bitches back up.
Not always.
She's got one job in life: laundry and make money.
What?
And make money.
You're so
what? What else do you do?
Bring happiness and joy to your life every fucking day, dickhead.
You cook once in a while?
I cook more than you do.
Damn right.
And such ass backwards because I can't cook to save my fucking life.
You never used to cook all the time either.
No.
You've picked up the reins on it. No, dude, I got fucking quitter boxers all of a sudden. Like I put them on.
You were such a girl about shit though. Like you were complaining like every time you're like, look, and I'm like, just take them off, throw them away, and put new ones on.
They were my favorite ones.
Here's an idea: take them off, put new ones on.
What did they have on them? They had like the pink. No, god damn it. What are
they were pink.
What are the things that stand pink?
Flamingos.
Thank you. They were pink flamingos.
Was this. And I was like,
sit on the goddamn middle finger. Yeah, they were pink flamingos. Fuck.
You do get, because you go and get your testosterone shots once a week, you do get lots of compliments on your.
Way too big.
Not going to shatter your dreams.
Hey,
in public. I mean, I just don't feel right doing that.
There goes my ego.
You do get lots of compliments when they go to give you your shot in your bum.
Damn right.
And you do give me credit.
But once in a while,
I'm not going to take credit for throwing your shit out because it's your shit. You're a big ass grown man. If something don't work, throw it away. Don't wait for me. I'm not your mom. Not your mama. I ain't gonna clean up after you.
Hey guys, if you need underwear, don't call Beth.
No, if you need underwear, call me. I'll get you some. But I'm not going to monitor them for you.
If you don't need a monitoring, whatever, dude. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is your last day on the planet to get your shit together. Your cheese. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Cheers.
Reed says it's now hallway sex tonight. That might be.
I hope that all the folks that are going to listen to this on iTunes and
if nobody's ever heard us before, now I'm hot.
Spotify
a little warm.
are going to enjoy this because
They're probably
this
like,
is
who the
fun.
hell are these people and what's wrong with them?
You're insane. It's fine.
Thank goodness, because somebody's got to be. So, yes, so
Got
you
my
hope
jacket on. Alec, what's going on, dude?
boxers.
Hey, Alec, by the way, Alex from the gym. We're going to give a shout out later on. But, hey,
Hi.
meet all of my other friends. They're
Nice
all
to
in the
meet you.
message
I've
board.
not met all your BJJ friends.
Nope, he's the only one on there right now. But all my other friends are on there, and it's awesome.
Chuck
And
says he needs to get on the free underwear things. Oler, I will send you underwear, brother. I will, because I love you like
because
that.
they're like this. We know.
He's like the one man I could buy underwear for and totally be okay.
Yeah, but you can't tell with him. He could be like, I'm sorry to say this, bro. You could be like 250 or you're like 150.
He's been skinny for a long time.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not calling you out, but I'm calling you out, bro.
He's kind of being a dick, brother.
It's all.
All right, so we're moving on.
Yep.
From the dick move.
Where are we? Christmas protest led by Kirk Cameron.
Okay, so first
Holy
of all, let
shit.
me
You're just gonna have to
start
pull
by
it up on
saying
yours,
I am
okay?
going to hold on.
All right.
I didn't even know Kirk Cameron like still had a following.
No, the dude's like a super Christian dude.
I know
He's like super uber Christian.
that leaves me speechless.
What do you mean it leaves you speechless?
But is he got a huge following because he's like keeping it Christian all the time,
Oh,
or
he's-
because of
yeah.
his? What was the show he was
the
in?
WWJD
What would
do? Kind of like a what would Jesus do?
CD?
kinda
You
guy.
mean no? J.
JD, WWJD.
What would Jesus do? I thought you were. I don't.
Okay, so what are we
But
getting
okay,
at?
so, but what was the show he was in?
Oh, Family Ties. No, Family Ties. Family Matters. Family Matters. Something
Times
like that.
Family Ties, I think, or was that the Jason Bateman?
I don't.
Good gravy. These
One of
guys. So
those.
Jason Bateman was like kind of like Kirk Cameron for a while, and then made a huge comeback.
Kirk
So
Cameron, like Candace Cameron, is the big one, like nowadays on like the
is
Hallmark
that his
channel.
sister?
Yeah,
They're sisters and brother.
yeah. Cameron, Candace, and Kirk. Yeah, even they were on the show together too. You don't remember that?
I didn't watch the show.
You were out doing dance, weren't you?
I was totally either doing dance or piano lessons or violin
See?
lessons
Yep. Your mom
or
hated
playing my
you.
flute. My mom.
She hated
me.
all things white.
She
people.
wanted me. Well, there's that.
Meanwhile, she's like, "Get in from the pool. You're gonna get too tan."
You're gonna
Like
look
I'm
like a.
Hispanic. I should be. Jesus Christ.
She was more worried about my skin than my color, bitch.
Your knees are getting too dark.
My feet.
Your feet.
My feet.
Your feet are getting
For those
too
of you
dark.
that don't know, I'm Hispanic, and so once I start to get really tan, my knees and my feet are their own color.
They are.
It's horrible.
They look dirty.
They do look so fucking dirty. It's ridiculous. So most of me has like 30, maybe 50, but my knees and my feet have like
Get
75.
195.
I'm like, slather that bitch on
Like, it's
every
just
15
pure
minutes.
Zinc
I
the
cannot.
zinc shit, like the surfers from back in the 70s. It's just like paste.
That's
put
an
on your
idea,
nose.
though.
Fuck yeah.
That didn't happen this year. We
Just
weren't
draw,
in the
like,
sun as
little
much. Anyway,
smiley faces in
so
'em.
Kirk Cameron encouraged people to protest against the closures,
Yeah.
mostly because the fucking governor came out again and said it's
Newsom,
probably
that
going to
fuckhead.
last longer than the 28th. So it was supposed to be 3 weeks.
California is going to explode pretty soon.
God bless them. Let's hope so.
Yeah, fuck them.
Let's hope so. You know what? The only thing
it's not about being religious. That's not about being
No.
religious at that point. It's just like,
what do you mean?
they-
What does
no,
religion have anything to do with it?
no, I'm saying like Kirk Cameron.
No, his point is
Like
they've got to
can't-
protest to
yeah.
say we're not for this, but we can get away with protesting if we sing Christmas carols because they can't shut down.
So the article, the interesting thing about the article is it doesn't actually talk about why they're doing it. It's like a whole bunch of unmasked people. Let's show it. Can I show it now?
Not yet. Hold on. So it was
Whole
more
bunch
than
of
150
unmasked
people came
people.
out.
And you're like,
But it's funny because
"Fuck
if you
off."
protest for anything besides COVID, it's perfectly okay.
Oh yeah, if you're like part of like Antifa, let's say them.
Okay,
Or-
ready?
Yep, I'm good. We're going live.
Let's see. Oh, all right. Is it playing? It's playing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vertical. It's gonna be small on your phone. Sorry, guys.
If I turn it, will it get bigger?
I don't know.
That's what she
Maybe.
asked. That's what she
But
asked.
it's not the audio on it. So they're singing
They're
Christmas
singing
carols.
Christmas
I
carols,
listened
but
to it.
because they're singing Christmas carols, it allows them to right to congregate.
Right. So,
but truly, the message is that people are sick of the governor, which I can never remember his name because
Newsom.
I don't care enough about him.
He's going to be recalled.
He is.
Yeah, they're going through.
But they're protesting because he's shutting everything down, and people are.
We've talked about this for the past few weeks, right?
Like,
and it comes
struggling.
down to it's like, fuck off. If a movie studio can have a goddamn.
I mean, picketing and if you're going to tell everybody to stay home, but you don't live by your own set of rules, I mean, that's jacked up.
Yep.
But so more than 150 people came out to a mall.
So if you go actually,
It's Oak Malls in Thousand Oaks,
it looked like a lot more than 150.
It just says more than 150 people, so they probably stopped counting. But what was really funny is eventually the mall came out and said
unmasked people
came out and said we were not supporting these gatherings. I'm like, no, of course you weren't, you idiot, because you don't have any balls to stand up to a man who's like shutting down most of the businesses that are in your mall.
Yeah, California's fucked. Places like Texas and Florida and all the places that everybody wants to move to, Nashville and
just don't bring your shit with you. Leave your California-ness in California.
Yep.
If you're going to Texas, you better be ready to embrace the
That's
Texas
you, Chuck.
way.
Leave your California in.
Chucky's from Texas. He knows what is what.
I won't bring you hunting.
All right, so let's talk about some Christmas Day food. I'm very interested to know why you put this on here because it just makes me hungry.
I'm starving right now.
I'm so hungry. It's ridiculous.
So we're going to do a standing rib roast.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Me, you, and my dad.
It's been how long? We did what? Like 3 or 4 years?
No, we were still in Phoenix, so probably like 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Yeah.
My dad came.
So, yeah, we're going to do that. It's going to be fun. We're going to. Oh,
again, it's going to be a minimalist dinner, but yeah.
What's that?
It's not going to be a
Yeah,
huge
we're doing
spread.
like some mashed potatoes.
But we're also doing Christmas Eve over here. And
dude, my mouth's already.
We're going to do some deviled eggs and some queso with sausage and beef.
She's like, I'm going to boil the
tamales.
Eggs now. And it was like
hopefully, maybe
10
tamales.
o'clock this morning. I'm like, fuck. How long do boil?
They have to boil for 15 minutes, but they have to cool off before
we're not eating them until Christmas Day, right?
I needed them to cool off so that I could just throw them to get I'm trying to be ahead of the game. Don't question it. Just nod your head and say, yes, ma'am. There you go.
Can we have some tomorrow?
No. But, one thing I don't have on the menu, which is really weird for me, is dessert. Because normally I'm a bacon full and
you're going to make cookies today.
Anything.
What happened? Oh, you got your Beth went and got her toes.
Got my toes done, and it was supposed to be a 50-minute. Like I paid extra, so they'd be a 50-minute pedicure. 2 fucking hours later. Don't get me wrong. I was in fuck because she was thorough. Plus, there was not much business, so I think she was trying to stay.
Did you get a Jill off?
She did not give me a Jill off.
No.
She gave my toes a Jill off.
Yeah. It was awesome.
So those of you guys that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I read a book recently. Instead of jack off, they called it a Jill off.
We could have left that as the hanging Chad out there.
Hanging Chad.
Yeah, Google that.
I'm okay.
So anyway, yeah, we're going to do that.
Every time you tell me to Google something, I cringe.
But what I also, we're going to kind of roll over to
we're going to use that prime rib seasoning right there.
We're going to use this prime rib seasoning right here, which is from My Family Seasonings, which is one of my friends in their family's seasoning business.
Yes.
Yeah. So first time we've had a
business
kind of like, talk to us about talking about
give
their
us
company.
like stuff to talk about.
So
Monica, the Kings made that roast beef and they used the wild game and they said it was amazing.
So we're going to do, this is My Family Seasonings Inc. And they started in 2008. It literally is a small business. It's a medium-sized business.
Started off as small and it's grown.
So they started in
They're
2008.
They're in a lot of grocery stores.
Right. So if you're out in there or in Texas and everything, you can get them in HEBs and stuff like that.
They also have a website.
Yep. Website's myfamilyseasonings.com.
But we're going to try that prime rib on our standing rib roast.
Goddamn right. This one right here. I'd probably snort a line, but it'd probably kill me if I did.
It's okay. Just more prime rib.
They've got all sorts of good stuff. They've got like seafood
meatloaf,
seasoning,
seafood,
burger
chicken,
seasoning. So you go check them out. myfamilyseasonings.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check them out.
So
it's awesome.
All right. So you want to hear the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life?
And Reed said we have them in Publix too. So he's already heard of them.
Sweet.
So it's awesome. So it's our buddies
they're
out
like
in,
starting to
in Florida. They're in Clearwater, Florida. So it's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So here's an article that I think is really stupid, and I'm gonna just let you put this picture up here in a second as soon as it comes up. But I was floating around, and a UK company launched $33.80 a bottle for air.
Can I put it up?
Yes, this is what it looks like.
Okay, so you guys do understand what we're talking about here?
Air. From specific, so a lot of expats are stuck somewhere.
So we've got some close friends who are up in Colorado right now. Yep. They're up at high altitude, and I've told them like every once in a while I'll go buy a can,
baby aspirin it, and oxygen it up.
Oxygen, like the pure O2.
Right.
You're at 10,000 feet.
This isn't even like that.
I know. There you need sometimes you need a little.
You need a little forced oxygen.
Yeah, you need a little extra. Right? No, this is just fucking.
This is a bottle
clean,
of Scottish, English, Welsh, or Irish air.
If you buy this,
also have. Let's see if it shows it.
Asshole.
Well, here's the crazy thing. So I'm like reading the article, right? And I'm like, because they're doing some England Underground ones too. So I guess it's going to be like Subway air. They're going to have fish and chips air. But I was cracking up because I was reading it and it was saying that
what the fuck?
Fish and chips. So they're going to go into a restaurant and capture some fish and chips air.
You got to be careful.
$33.
People are going to get creative on this. Come up with your best ones and put them in the fucking chat.
Fart air.
Yeah, no,
vagina air.
Way worse.
I mean, but so the thing is that cracks me up is they're like, the great thing about this, it's got a cork on top of it, so you can open it up and take a sniff. And close it back up, and it could last you weeks or months, depending how on
air exchange. Just tap and Chuck said queef air.
Well, hey, that's the same thing as kind of. Hey, some people.
I look like a goddamn hobo.
I thought you were gonna say ho, but so yeah, so they have that. This is a thing, and people are selling it, and they're encouraging people who are stuck in places that is not home to purchase them.
No, fuck off. I'm not going to buy like a dirty or like a old lobster smell. Like,
you don't want New England? You don't want New England salty air smell?
No, I don't want that at all.
Neither do I.
Sounds fucking disgusting.
But like I wish I could have seen, like, I would love to get some stats on how many people are buying this. Because you know there are people that are buying this, right? You know there.
Oh yeah, people buy it. Chuck said fresh cut grass.
I mean, at least that's a scent and you could smell it. I mean, are you really going to know if you're smelling Welsh fucking air?
Weed.
It could be any kind of grass, love. But are you really going to know if you're smelling
Welsh?
Welsh?
Make scratch and sniffs with
Welsh air? I mean.
Wouldn't you just buy a scratch and sniff?
I don't know.
That's
you
like
can stop
the oldest thing in.
I just think I was like, people are really going to do this. All right, so I'm going to keep going.
Go for it, dude. You're the boss. You're the CEO, presidente, whatever. I'm just here for backup.
You guys, I had that fucking recorded.
You're the boss. You do you, man. I'll just be over here if you need me.
So I've got some animal articles, which is because they've kind of been. The first one I'm going to start off with is this fucking goldfish. So you guys first have to
goldfish
you can share. Fun? Yeah. First of all, so you have to know a little bit about Beth. I'm a huge science fiction fan. I love watching. I used to. It's not as good anymore, but the Sci-Fi Channel used to be my thing. Like, I used to love to watch all the stupid movies about the shit that would live in the lake. This just reinforces why I don't like floating in a fucking lake. Did you turn it on?
It's on.
It's not on.
It should be on. I don't know.
It's a 9-pound goldfish. Like, legit started off probably in a little baby bowl.
Yeah.
And is now 9 pounds. My dad keeps calling. Remind me to call him when we're done. A 9-pound goldfish in where was it? It was in
shit. Hang on a second, guys.
It was in the
1 second, sorry.
Oak Grove Lake in South Carolina.
Sorry, it's all the way up in the top corner. Something got
It's all right.
clicked.
So I'll put the picture back. So it's it's not a video, it's just a picture. It's a 9-pound goldfish in a lake in South Carolina. And how they found it was, I kind of feel bad for these fish because they are doing a scientific study on the fish population, and so they put a current into the water that momentarily stuns the fish so they all float to the top. I was like, that's kind of fucked up. What if the fish has a bad heart? But so they found this. What?
I'm moving it around. Don't worry. I'm making it so that everybody can see it. It's how quick I can shoot.
You need to go up a couple.
Well, I know.
But so this fish is the reason why I refuse to float on an inner tube and require a long raft when I'm in a lake or a river. Because this fish literally started off this big. It was a goldfish in a bowl. And in the wild, apparently in the wild, they can grow this big.
Sorry about that. Sure.
First of all, have you ever heard of a wild goldfish?
No, I think it's literally something that somebody throws in.
No, that's what they said. Yeah. One person was really cute and responded, 11 years ago, we were moving and my brother broke my fish bowl. So I put him in a cup and I took him to the lake and threw him in there. So hopefully,
that's that motherfucker right there.
Hopefully this is him.
Would
and
you
he survived.
eat that guy?
Nope.
Why not?
Can you even eat a goldfish?
Kind of like a carp, I think. I don't know.
First of all, I never want to see that in real life. I don't want to ever, because that's the thing that's nibbling on your ass when you're floating in a tube. That's going to take a cheek out.
It's not going to take a cheek out.
I remember one
time I was a little
kid.
It's
not going to take a cheek out. It's going to take a big damn toe.
I was like a little kid. This is if you're a PETA fan, don't fucking this one. But I remember
I don't think we have to worry about that with most of our friends.
We had carp that would like skip up the little creeks and stuff like that. Remember, I think I was like 8, 7, and I grabbed a stick and I hit one of the carp because there was like hundreds of them going up the little creek in North Carolina. I hit it and it stunned it, and I threw it in a bucket, and I walked that bitch all the way back to my dad's house. Like, look what I caught with my bare hands.
First of all, you did what? You hit him?
Hit the
with
fish
a stick?
With a stick.
Why aren't you a baseball player then, motherfucker?
I was trying to catch fish, man.
If you can hit a carp as its
lead
a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, is what you were trying to say.
Same thing. You can teach a man to fish. Same thing. I taught myself how to fish. And I fucking beamed that bitch, and I threw him in a big bucket, and I walked that guy back to my dad, and my dad was like, it's a carp. We don't eat carp. I was like,
you do now, bitch.
We didn't eat that carp.
Well,
he took him in the back and just
put him out of his misery.
Like, good job, dumbass.
I could totally see Eric doing that, because Eric did not there wasn't like, oh, good job, son. Throw him away, honey. Don't let him see, but throw him away.
No, he just took him and chucked him in the woods. Pretty sure.
He's like, the bears will eat him.
Yep.
On the same rampage.
Yeah. What?
Can you
got a giraffe happening?
Well, if I can find it, but this one's I know it's right here. I have to share this with you guys. First of all, let me tell you a little bit.
I'll eat a goddamn goldfish. I don't mind.
No, that just sounds wrong on so many levels.
I'm not gonna like souffle him up. Whatever.
You would just eat him normal?
Dude, what's his name from whatever. Like the dude swallows him and throws him up, whatever.
I don't why is my dog crying?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find, there was an article I was going to talk about. So in England, there were rogue farm animals.
Okay.
You can share this. You ready?
All right.
Tell me when you're ready.
We're on an animal kick right now, guys.
We are. So if it's tiny, look what it's doing.
Yeah, let's grab it. Unplug it and go back into it.
But it's okay. So they can I'll put it out there. But a sheep, a goat, and 3 lambs escaped from a farm.
Unplug that and plug it back in.
What's that going to do? It'll make
See
it work.
if it resets. Yeah, let's give it a second. Go ahead. Sheep, a goat. That sounds like a goddamn bar joke.
It is, but it's not. No, it's not showing at all.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
All right, we'll figure it out. Stretch it out. There you go. There you go.
But
sheep, a goat, and a lamb.
Motherfucker.
So, hey, if you're on iTunes and Spotify, my wife's fucking all this. There you go. Okay, so you got to go out to, literally, if you want to watch the videos, you got to go out to YouTube.
They got out. There were, I guess, crazy winds, and they escaped, and they went to City Hall.
Okay.
And they terrorized everybody.
Steve-O, thank you, Logan.
Trying to get into the City Hall. But if you watch it, it's fucking hilarious, because this sheep...
What do they do?
I mean, first of all, they called it they named it a gang. They called it the Hooves, Horns, and Sheep Gang, because everywhere this...
Oh, they can't capture this goddamn...
No, they finally did, but he's
That white one?
That one sheep was mean as hell and was like, I double dog dare you to try to get
hit
past
that
me.
bitch in the head with a fucking billy club, and now you've got mutton.
Anyways, they escaped. They eventually made it home, but I just thought it was funny how like even men were trying to punch it and run off, or like I saw one guy like grabbing it by the horns and trying to like shake some sense into it. But what really cracked me up,
shake the sense into a sheep.
what really cracked me up is that
goat?
the goat and the lambs were just following him everywhere. Like he was the only badass
He was the
one.
alpha.
He was definitely the alpha, and the other ones were like,
You got a
I
sliver
shall
or
just
something
follow.
over
Yeah,
there?
I
What's
did.
going on?
This is apparently need a little bit of
All right, leave your finger alone.
sanding. It hurts.
Can you show us the giraffe one? I've been waiting on this for 3 weeks.
I can find it.
Because I
don't
keep
think
forgetting.
saved
Sorry,
it
honey. I've forgotten this particular
several
thing
times.
for
I know, it's
3
all right.
weeks.
I
And now I
love you,
need to
baby.
see. This is going to conclude Beth's Angry Animal Corner. Kind of what we're calling this,
Okay.
right?
Let's see if I can
So,
make this bigger.
evidently, I fucked up for 3 weeks, and I've
Can-
forgotten
are
to
you
tell.
not-
Yep, I'll do whatever you need. You tell me, honey. So we've got an angry goddamn giraffe chasing after
These
a
people were on
dude
safari.
in a safari.
But what really
So-
cracks me up is what movie does this remind you of?
Fucking Jurassic Park.
Right?
Holy shit. So what you're seeing is this dude's in like a buggy, and he's hauling ass.
An open-ended Jeep.
And this giraffe is like ducking under trees. and
Are
he's
giraffes
keeping
mean?
up?
Yeah, eventually.
Holy shit. That thing's like running beside it. That thing's like fat. Like, I don't know how fast they go, but that's fast. Holy shit.
Right? It's crazy.
Well,
And
no, have
if
you ever
you
seen
can
like
hear
giraffes fight
if-
and they'll hit each other on like the side of
they'll
the head?
swing their heads
Yeah.
and stuff, but I didn't know that they were like,
Aggressive
Yeah.
or territorial. That thing walked right out in front. Is that on a? Are they in a boat?
they're in a safari Jeep. They're literally in Africa in safari.
Holy shit!
I mean, the people, if you
And
can
that's
hear
why
it,
you hunt.
if you could, no, you do not shoot giraffes, asswipe.
Fucking
But
can shoot a giraffe.
if you could hear
if the
them,
bitch is
they're
chasing
laughing.
you like that,
They're laughing. Even I
I don't believe it. Like, goddamn George.
I didn't see this part where it chased them
whatever, giraffe.
backwards.
So it would be. You,
I'd be.
I mean, you get him running forward, and then you just fucking slam it. And
I was
drive,
thinking
and
the
then
same
you
thing. If you're
smash his
really in
legs.
danger, you could hit him, but
I wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't want to do that either. But he does eventually stop. And so,
People eat giraffe.
I was wondering.
Probably.
No.
Jimmy John's guy probably eats giraffe.
I was wondering, like, do you think maybe he was playing? Like, he was like, ooh.
It didn't look like
I'm
the
gonna play
motherfucker's
catch.
name. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, but you don't. What's the facial expression of a giraffe that's playing?
There's only one facial expression on a giraffe. It's a tongue that's coming out of
Eating. It's an eating.
rejected him. The sad thing is it was the coldest night of the year so far.
Hang on.
Let's see, something's
You
happening.
just
Hold on.
unplugged us.
I didn't unplug us.
Or the internet went down. Oh, we're back on. We're back on. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what was happening there. We're good.
I didn't touch it. I didn't
Nope.
break it.
Our internet went a
Haywire-
little haywire
haywire
there
for a
for a
while?
second. It'll be back up.
Can you share?
Yep, we're back, guys. I'm not sure what just happened there.
All right, ready? So this is a baby anteater. We won't watch this whole thing because it's kind of long. But first of all, I mean, they're so ugly, they're adorable.
Yeah, those fucking things. They're like mini.
Do you know they grow to like this is a giant anteater, and they grow to be like 8 feet long,
Ruben, good night. Merry Christmas, dude.
and their tongues are 2 feet long. So the mama had it and rejected it, and they just happened to find it the next morning after the coldest night of the year. He's healthy. They think he's out of the woods. They ran a bunch of tests on him. I think he was pretty pissed. But first of all, I didn't know that they made the most adorable noises ever. But they're feeding him every 3 hours. They think he's out of the woods, but I had never seen a baby anteater before, and I thought, all right, I got to share this shit. It's kind of cute.
Hell yeah.
But
They're
I mean,
cute. I'm like, it just looks like a naked.
oh wait, it next it's going to show that, and I thought they were really, and they do that because they're used to being on their mom's back, so that's as close as you can simulate. But this is what freaked me out: that tongue. I can't do it. Super cute until that tongue popped out. But so yeah, baby anteater in the Miami Zoo. You're not paying attention.
I'm watching.
Okay.
I saw him.
I'm done.
I saw him. We're good. I've got to do. I'm multitasking, is what you tell me. Like when you're reading your book, and you're folding laundry, and you're watching 50 Shades of Grey, or what's the other one? The vampire one,
Twilight series,
and you're on your phone, all at one time. And I ask, "Hey, honey, can we get dinner? What do you want?" And she's like, "I'm fucking multitasking." Multitasking.
You're so full of shit. God. First of all, because I'm not on my iPad and on my phone at the same time. For once in a blue moon.
Oh no, because she forgets her phone in the other room.
I don't need
when
my
I
phone.
call you, and I'm like, "Hey, do you need this?"
That's what my watch
She's
is
like,
for.
"Look at the goddamn list," and then your phone. All right, that's me. All good. Dude.
All right, let's talk some entertainment because we're running low
video
on time.
games.
Oh yeah, video
this is your
games.
Thing. Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting stat, which makes total 2020 sense, right? And I'm not just saying that.
No, I
because
agree,
we're
100%.
just kind of like people are at home, right?
Well, I mean, you can only watch so many movies.
I'm running out. I've watched
there was
shit
no,
from Japan.
There was no sports, right, for a long time.
What countries have I watched movies from? Like the Netherlands,
European,
and Russia,
and Switzerland. I think you had a German one in there.
There's literally nowhere else to watch. I mean, like, fucking North Korea is putting out content now that I'm kind of interested in.
Are they really?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. They wouldn't allow that. So combined, or not combined, so video game sales went up 20%, reaching nearly $180 billion, which is more than sports and movies combined income or revenue for 2020.
For this year, because basketball's in a bubble. Football, you can't go watch.
Well, for a lot, there weren't
Baseball,
a lot for a long time. No sports were on. I mean, remember when people were watching, what's the one you throw across to the hole? Cornhole.
Yeah.
People were watching cornhole
literally,
competitions.
And those cornhole, big-ass motherfuckers with beer guts. Drinking beers on the sides.
So the film industry reached $100 billion in 2019. And North American sports would normally bring in $75 billion in 2020. Well, that is what video games brought in combined. So they kind of and it makes sense because what else are you going to do?
No, yeah.
Now, granted, absolutely. I laugh when I say that because neither one of us have played video games.
You've been a big book. You've been book,
and I've played video games more than you have in 2020.
Yesterday was the
No, I've done it a couple times since the COVID stuff happened. But yesterday was the first time in a long time. But it's just kind of cool. We keep hearing all the bad stuff that's going away. So it's kind of cool to hear how some industries are seeing an increase in their revenue because of this shit.
So you have a shift. I mean, really what that does is you have a shift from like.
And I think it'll probably occur again in 2021 since a lot of stuff is going to stay shut down.
Yeah.
You better have got me a fucking video game.
Oh, fuck. I ruined Christmas again. For the third time. 10th time. Yes. I've ruined Christmas.
So let's talk about The Ripper.
Oh, so if you're into serial killers over Christmas.
Is this like a Jack the Rip?
No, so I just found this one. I was like at the gym. I'm doing my little cardio, doing my little arc thing, whatever that I like to do. And it's a Netflix series and it's based in England.
Okay.
And there was a serial killer back in like the 70s.
I think I saw the previews for this.
And yeah, dude, it's pretty intense. I'm only 2 episodes in.
Is it gory?
Well, no, it's not gore. It's an actual like a
was it a documentary?
Like a doc.
Okay. There's a show though too about.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's Jack the Ripper. But they called it The Ripper because it was kind of reminiscent to Jack the Ripper because like they haven't been able to find this dude and all this. And
episode 2
episodes in, and there's already
9 or 10
women that have been killed. Most of them are prostitutes, women of the night. They call them back in there.
All right.
So it's interesting. So if you're looking for kind of
a
new show, a little weird, something.
So
different.
I also heard on the radio today that the first trailer for Coming to America 2 has been released. Did you know that's going to be?
Said that last week, yeah.
I have not seen it. No, the trailer's
just
been released, but it'll be out in March on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And apparently, remember I said, what are they going to fucking do? Make Eddie Murphy now be the king and his son has to get married? I was really close.
Yeah.
Apparently, he has a son he didn't know about. So
there's a Tom Hanks movie coming out.
Oh, that's the one with the little girl?
That's like a Western.
It is. I saw that he was a retired military officer that is going around spreading news.
Okay.
So, and that's what he does for a living. And he comes across this little girl.
There's a handful
whose
of things
family was
out.
killed by Indians.
Yeah.
And so
there's a handful of things coming out that
Wonder Woman comes
Wonder
out
Woman's
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We got to get some HBO Max. I got a coupon for $14 or 2 free months
Where's
or something.
That? Can you share that shit out with everybody so make sure everybody gets fucking discount?
I don't know if
we'll
use it.
$40 goddamn dollars on
It's
a
not.
fucking
It's $15 a month, dude.
What do we cancel? We
We're
cancel
not, because Friends
we still
Reunion.
have Hulu that I've never used.
I'm fixing to cancel that one.
How much is that? Like
$2 a month right now.
Jesus.
Anyways,
Gotta
okay.
Cut
So
costs anywhere you can, guys.
feel good. Talk to me about your feel good. I'm reeling us in.
My feel good is all the people that supported each other this year. I mean, it really comes down to without you and just everybody kind of this community of friends we have, and then not just us, but other folks. Like everybody's supporting each other so much this year, and I'm not talking from like monetarily, just like
just emotionally
and just being good
mentally
friends,
and
everything. Just like chiming in and turning up and doing what you can for other people.
Yeah,
that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to do a quick follow up, real quick, and then I'll let you jump into yours. So, there was for like the Drinking Bros this year, which is another podcast you guys can go out and follow. And I've been following them for years and years and years. We've gone on cruises. We've met lots and lots of people. We've gone to lots of events and all sorts of stuff, right? But they did a Christmas kind of collection this year. And they were able to get presents for 100 different families for their children this year.
Did we talk about that last week?
Yeah, but I didn't have the number. I didn't know how many, but it ended up being 100 different families. So shout out to Dan Holloway on that. I mean, the whole Drinking Bros community showed up for that fucking thing. And that's amazing. But this isn't the only group that's doing that. There's a million other groups out there that are doing different things.
Good stuff.
Good deeds. You have like Barstool Sports fuck, they don't know who we are. But they're doing things that try and keep like small businesses in New York City open. There are people that are
So here's the
really
thing. All of us
hard.
can do something, and it's so simple. And I think that's
sometimes
what they.
It's a little bit
I think
of money,
that's what they just remind
like
us about. Sometimes it's just time.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they remind us about. All these people, all these groups of people that do stuff for other people. They just remind us that it's not hard. Just
right. So Kathy, I mentioned Kathy Cancellieri earlier in the year or whatever. She has Tobin's Rescue, and basically she does rescue dogs from in Texas and other states, and they relocate the dogs and they drive them. She saved like 2,000 plus dogs, several hundred cats, a couple rabbits, like all these things, and she's got a whole transport. And it started out kind of just like, I'm just going to go drive a couple dogs from here to there. And it's things like that I think can make a huge imprint and impact on the world.
Right.
Even if it's just day to day. So even if it's us just reaching out,
right.
If you need something, reach out to us. If we can help you, we'll try or we'll get you in touch with people. So anyway, that's kind of a shout out follow up on that. So Beth, what's your?
I will put it out there. I found a video from Jenny Moo from CNN that she put the top memorable 2020 moments, and they're kind of fun. So a lot of them we showcased on here at some point, like the roller coaster that was all loaded with bears because they couldn't have humans on them, and the kid with the skeleton best friend. Just a bunch of stuff that made me smile. So I'll share that. I'll share that on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. And it was sweet. It was funny to go through it. And again, I'm a big believer of let's focus on the positive, not the negative. And I think she really did this with that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing.
Second to last thing.
Second to last thing. So today in history, if you guys are interested, in 1888, it's kind of a morbid.
Still kind of funny because I didn't know who he sent it to.
Vincent Van Gogh cut his fucking ear off today in 1888. Can you
imagine how bad that would hurt? Ow.
He sent it to a prostitute
for safekeeping.
So just keep that in mind, Chuck Oler. If you're ever gonna cut your ear off, you
don't
better
send it
know
to me.
A goddamn prostitute, because
you're a whore. Can't he send it to you?
No. What do you mean? Huh? Hey. All right. So with that, we're gonna wrap this whole thing up in a bow, and
I mean, we have one more show before the new year.
Yep, we've got Saturday coming up.
Oh, we have two shows because Saturday and Wednesday.
We got Saturday and Wednesday. We're gonna do or I'm debating on pushing Wednesday to Friday or to New Year's Eve.
Probably not.
We'll figure that out. But we'll figure it out. But hey, shout outs for the year. I just really want to go through a quick shout out list of people for the year, people that have helped make 2020 better for not just us, but for everybody else, but have influenced us and had an impact. So considering it's been a shit show, Chuck, you're number one, buddy. But our family, Ian, Molly, McKenna, you guys are amazing.
Our Phoenix friends and
family, all of you guys, Robert and Dee, Peter, it's awesome you guys moved here. Joe Wood, Ross, Jesse, and Dan from Drinking Bros and the Ross Patterson Show. Submission Concept family, your BJJ show. Family.
My crew, April and the crew at Your Destination Fit, who worked
absolutely.
my ass out.
The entire Nooners crew. Without you guys, fuck, what was I going to do during the week, right? I mean, come on. And of course, our work families. We have a lot of work families out there. You know, between the two of us, we have a lot of
work friends and families and meetings and
hours and hours and hours sometimes in meetings and stuff. Especially now, it's like face to face. Like, you know, when your friend's on like Zoom and it's like with no video, you're like, fuck, dude, come on.
I tell people in the morning, I'm never putting the video on because I haven't even brushed my hair yet.
Or your teeth.
Or my teeth.
Whatever. But hey, without all of you folks, I mean, it just, this year has been very, very interesting.
And there are a lot of people to name, so we probably missed some people, but not because 100%. We don't love you, because there's a lot
It's been awesome. So thank you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Ian, I know you're up in Breckenridge. I hope you and your family are having a
They're on a sleigh ride freezing their ass off right now, by the way.
Because it's -2 or 3 or something like that. Evan Haley, cheers. Miss you. Happy holidays. Thanks, military, first responders, all of you folks. Without you, we can't do this shit on a regular basis. And that's been the motto for the entire time we've done this. Sure. You guys are the most important folks that we could have. And cheers. So, love you guys.
Love you guys. Merry Christmas.
And we'll catch you next time.
Hope you get all your gifts you wanted and you were good enough for Santa.
Maybe. Or
love
maybe
you.
not.
Bye.
Shit.